Hello, happy Sunday. Happy first of the month. Happy September. Hey, we've entered Ember month. Hey, now wow. How this year? Was it not yesterday here that we had New Year? I thought we had New Year celebration just yesterday here. And here we are already talking about Ember month. Now. Now, wow, this year, where did it run to? My God. I can remember just yesterday was January 1st, 2024. Here we are, September 1st, 2024. But anyway, we have to be grateful for a new year, for a new month, for keeping us all alive to see the Ember month, 1st of September. What amazing grace that we're able to see a new month, enjoy the new month. I'm hoping that this month will bring a lot of great and amazing things, you know. Anyways, thank you all for joining me. Hey, by the my to all my new subscribers, thank you so much. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. I appreciate it. Please continue to share and like and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to turn on your notification when you're on. Um, So we talk about politics, about actually everything, but in most recent times, it has been all about politics because we're thinking of ways to improve our societies and get it better and move it forward. Because, man, whereas the trajectory that Nigeria is going right now, anyway, I've promised myself I'm only going to try to refrain. I'm going to refrain from speaking anything negative over Nigeria because Nigeria is all we've got. We don't have any other country. Hmm. Where there's like a propaganda going on about land grab in other places, we cannot forget our own. We must continue to push for the right things, do the right things. And I have to apologize. I know I scheduled this live yesterday. I scheduled it and I wanted to come, but I got really busy. I must apologize to you guys. Matter of fact, I even forgot about the live. That's how busy it got for me. And also, yesterday, I had moved it back a bit. I was like, okay, no, I think it was Friday. I wanted to do a live Friday, but after hours, but I couldn't. It got really crazy. I couldn't pull out of work, early enough and stuff like because I had deadlines. And then yesterday, I moved it to yesterday, and I couldn't. So I have to apologize for that as well. I'm sorry, guys, for that. But even today, I was like, oh, you know what? I don't know if I'm be able because this morning was a bit busy. I went hiking, so I didn't time it correctly. And then by the time I go, because usually I turn off my phone and everything, so I didn't realize what I was lost in time. But anyway, thank you so much, guys. And I'm sorry about that. So here I am. So it's going to be an easy one, no stress. Anything that we want to talk about, I'm open to talking about it today. Any topic of interest. But of course, it will always end in politics last. Because Nigeria, that's where that's the main concern right now, you know. Hey, by the way, you guys hear about what happened to these two South African women? Oh my God. Eh? These two South African women when Oyibo people just say, in fact, I no fit use my mouth talk am. I no hear them they make noise about that thing. That thing is infuriating. But I heard that they'd been arrested and stuff like that. I mean, I saw a follow-up story that they had been actually they were in court awaiting sentence or something like that. And then there was a Zimbabwean man. You know what? I feel sorry for that Zimbabwean man. I don't I just feel so sorry for him because I think, as an immigrant, now what the guy go find? You understand? He reach there finish, maybe they can't give him so yeah. God do hell. You see why we can't stop talking about what's going on in Nigeria? We can't. We know we fit. We can't give up. See that Zimbabwean man. Now to say Zimbabwe they okay for her. What did they do for South Africa? Maybe you go get your own farm, you go they do your own thing, they live your own life. Eh? But the man had no choice. Look at him. I felt so bad. I'm like, I hope this man, they can, get him. The lawyers can see through and say this guy was not involved. They should remove him. I beg. They should. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't speak on it. I really don't know. But I just kind of felt. I don't know why I felt sorry. I really felt sorry for that man. I felt sorry for him. Poor guy, immigrant, looking for a job. Would he know? Everybody's looking for ways to feed their families, and here he is having to deal with all of this. It's crazy to me, honestly. I don't know. It really is crazy. It's crazy, oh. Eh? Ha. Now, wow. Mm. Anyway, my people, here we are. Oh. Mm. How na day? How everything they go? Hmm. Say how many days ago now they kidnapped another set of people for Zamfara state. And shebi dey say Zamfara people fight back, they kpai 37 of them. E be like say na revenge. Those ones come back on revenge. Now they come back. In fact, they enter one school early in the morning, whether na boarding school, I no know. They kpai the students, all the students. I no know. Zamfara state get governor, wey all their reps and wey all their senators. Abi dem want us say dem no see wetin dey happen for their state. Everybody na go, all the representatives na all of dem get bulletproof cars when dem take dey waka. When dem feel say dis things no go touch dem. No be Zamfara state, no be dem take kpai one emir, that emir of Gober. No be Zamfara state im come from. Abi somebody can correct me if I'm wrong o. I no know whether na Zamfara, but I come dey wonder, say Zamfara state no get governor, abi I no understand. Dem no get reps, dem no get senators, nobody dey talk for dem. You understand? Because how person go just come school early momo, kpai students comot. In fact, e get some, dem even take over some military vehicles and some military tools. They can't even dey show am off online. I don't know if una see that video. They were showing it off online. Say, see am, they fit take over the military, their this thing and all. Omo. Hey. Oh, I don't know. This is so sad. What is happening to Nigeria is so sad. Everybody just quiet. Nobody fit do anything. All the supposed leaders of thoughts, all the people wey they are mad, they move, they sharp. We know they see their mouth, they move again, they sharp as it they sharp like before. We know they see them again. It's crazy, oh. Me, I don't know. It really is crazy to me. Hey. It's hey. And then I don't understand what's going on with the Labour Party. I mean, I really don't want to talk about it, to be honest. No, in fact, let's forget about it. Because the truth is that this Labour Party thing, again, I don't know. With a whole election, everybody's talking about 2027 election, 2027. There'll be no election in 2027. As far as say na INEC chairman still dey there, and Baba Blue can still decide who INEC chairman is. We're on a long thing. Forget. Until people come up, I start hearing things like we're removing the INEC chairman and we are replacing him with people-centered person. We are removing Okoye. We are removing we are reshuffling the what are they called? The ones that they assigned to state. Well, what is their name? What are they known for? Can't remember. All those people, the polling agent, whatever, I don't know what their names are until that is done. Until they say Kekere Ekun is not going to be a part. In fact, deciding electoral issues will be done at the tribunal level. It's not going to get to the Supreme Court, or they remove them as Supreme Court. We're on a long thing. That's all I can say there. We're on a long thing. We're wasting our time. Because I hear this debate about, we have to be strategic, we have to be this about the election, we have to be that, I hear people really putting in their time discussing this election, like, oh, yes, at the end of the day, we are all we've got, the election is the only way we can. How are you going to be talking of an election in the mess that we're in? How? Eh? By the way, Femi Fani-Kayode o, na Palestinian pipu na im come dey talk for now. I'm telling you, na im come dey give interview for, e dey talk for Palestinian pipu against Israel. E even get title, dem say na Chief Femi Fani-Kayode Sadauki Shinkafi. Oh! Oh, amen. Hunger no be better thing o. Hunger na bastard. This guy, Tinubu use am dump am. So anywhere belle face na im dey go. E dey say tune in, the Israeli-Palestinian war and the genocide in Gaza. Use God. Hey! People get people for their family o. Me I no talk o. Me I no talk. Meanwhile, I hear say Tinubu write names of people when what's it called? When e dey talk bad about am, say e say e no dey like social media. Anytime e come social media, dem dey insult the hell out of it. So dem dey compile list of names, dem don spread am to all the immigration offices all over the world. I just dey laugh. I say me I no kukuma get wetin I dey come do for Nigeria, because me know say my name go dey there. I don abuse the hell out of dat man. So na im sabi. It's crazy to me. Nigeria matter be like, the more you see the, abi how dey take dey talk am, the more you English, the more you see, the less you know, or something like that. The more you see, the less you know. It keeps getting worse and worse and worse. I don't get it. Continue like this. How? We don't have any strong institutions. We don't have any strong structures in Nigeria. And I'm wondering, how is an election going to uproot a demonic entity? It's an entity, it's a legion. There are legions that are working. Did you guys hear what Wike said? Wike said he will set fire in the state of those that are supporting Fubara against him. That's what he said. That is what Wike said. Can you imagine? A minister of Nigeria come out. If it was a country that was working, Wike should be locked up and the key will be thrown away. Patapata. And then one man called Bello Toji. Apparently, why am I even mentioning his name? I shouldn't even mention his name. The terrorist. The guy kpai, he and his group, they kpai the Nigerian army in Sokoto. Your government not get wetin dem fit do. Hey! Ew. I just dey sorry for, honestly, to be honest with you, if I dey close to Peter Obi, I go say make e no bother, make e no come out. If until all these things are put in place, make the ban no come out, because abeg, I no fit. Because of the kind of person Peter Obi is, I'll be tempted to want to join and support, but I don't want to put myself through that. A lot of people can do it. I don't have to be a part of it. Like I said, I'm just going to take a back seat, because I can't. If everything is not put together as it should, we're wasting our time. How do you run an election in a fraudulent system? How? And meanwhile, the Labour Party, what's going on with the Labour Party? Abure and Oti, what's going on? I don't understand how, this is part of the problem we have in Nigeria. You have people who are willing to try to come, that are willing and want to try and fix the system, right? They want to come with their own ideas so that they can level up and structure the system in such a way that it will work for everybody. But some people just sit there and don't want that change to happen. They keep feeling threatened that when you come, you're going to destabilize, oh my God, destabilize them or push them to a side. Now, wow, I don't know. The drama in LP, it keeps going on, and I keep wondering to myself, how? So how do you want? How would that system work? You know, left to me, oh, Peter Obi should form his own political party if he wants to run. If he's interested in running, it seems like he is. He should form his own political party. He really should. There's no need. He should form his own political party and leave that LP alone. I don't know how feasible that is. Maybe I'm being naive by saying what I'm saying, but this is how I feel. This is how I feel. And meanwhile, Edo politics, I don't know, the APC, why is it that APC na only dumb people na im dem dey push out as candidates? Hey, I never see. The APC candidate in Edo State is a wonder. God abeg. See, I don't know what gives the people the idea in Nigeria that you cannot be yourself, you can't speak your language, to win people over. It's not a must that you must speak English. I don't understand. It is not a must that you speak English. You want the people's vote, right? Because all so far, Oshomole has been the one talking and talking. Everywhere they call APC, it's either Oshomole will show up or some riffraff somewhere in APC will show up and start talking. I think the last interview I saw was where one man on Arise News, where the man was saying, Edo State does not have Wi-Fi or DSTV or something to watch the interview. That's why the APC candidate is not going to come, and denigrating the entire state. It doesn't that even speak to them. It's not a must that you must speak English if you are campaigning. If it is your language, you can. This is why me, I love till tomorrow. I will always cherish Patience Goodluck Jonathan. I will love that woman forever. That woman was herself. You laugh am, na yourself you dey laugh o. The woman was expressing herself in a way she understood. I don't know where they wrote it in the constitution where you must speak English. Speak your language. It's your people that you are campaigning to. Be authentic, speak your language. Get an interpreter who can speak English. There are a lot of Nigerians who can speak English. Get someone who will be interpreting for you. No, instead you are avoiding interviews. It does not make sense. Let people hear the plans that you have. Say it the way you can. If it's your language you can speak, speak your language, get an interpreter. Never see this kind thing before. The man is running from all interviews, running helter skelter. I don't understand. Running from one place to the other, jumping up and down. Eh? It doesn't make sense. I really, to be honest with you, I don't understand though. APC party is full of dummies. People that donated. Once you join that party, I think it's part of the deal. You have to donate your brain. You go first submit your brain as you dey enter, dem go say oya bowl of brain, dem go drop the brain, because I don't there's nothing that can explain the whole mess of this candidate for APC in Edo State to me. In a state where you have a lot of educated people, you want to come and be speaking that kind of jargon. I don't understand. um Authenticity sells. I don't understand it. Even Chinese people, when dem dey campaign for election, na Chinese dem dey speak. Dem no dey speak English. Na only when e come Nigeria, everybody want, even your bala blue, when e wan talk, he's more interested in the way he sounds, so that his masters can hear him clearly. He'll be twisting his words, twisting the words so that those ones can hear him. He's not, that's saying that he's not for you. He didn't come in for you. He's not president for you, he's president for his masters and how much they can accrue for themselves while at it. That's all that man cares about. And he's doing such a great job of institutionalizing the evil. And we're all here watching. We're watching this man do what he wants to do and get away whatever he wants to get away with without any pushback. How can we claim that we have political elders, people that have been in politics, and you hear people, they'll be dropping numbers. They've been in politics since 1999. Some will say they've been in politics since 1960 something, since 1970 something, and they don't have the cure for this one madman. They don't have the cure. We don't have a political class in Nigeria. That's what it means. All you have is anywhere belle-faced politicians who don't care about the people. Can everybody now admit that now you understand why slavery was very successful in Nigeria? This is the same playbook. People are falling for trinkets, falling for everybody is trying. Nigeria now, everybody is trying to get money rich fast, get money fast, get money fast. Looking to be the next billionaire, next trillionaire, next, not understanding that you cannot become one like that, lie, unless you are deaf. You are a demonic entity that is ready to step on everybody's head. Just like you, and guess what? The man, there's no enterprise. The only thing that's giving him money apart from drug dealing is politics. Eh? Look how he stood like Wike coming out to threaten people who are supporting his Fubara, saying he will set fire in their state. Can you imagine that? And everybody is keeping quiet. No PDP person is coming out and pushing. Why is Wike still in PDP, for instance? Why is he still in PDP? With the atrocities that man has committed, why is he still left alone in PDP? To tell you that the political leaders in Nigeria are wusses, they're wimps. Nobody gets Wike medicine for them. Nobody. They want them to say they don't get Wike medicine. Eh? Oh, I beg. Anyway, I now where me no reach now the talk so, because at the end of the day, you see this matter wey you dey do so. If we not dey careful, make we not go see South Africa now. South Africa dey cry. Some of the people when they no support this their oyibo people, they cry. Some of them feel say you know, they thought they were doing other people when they were voting, when they were allowing oyibo people. Now oyibo people are fully taking over. They've created their own flags. You cannot go near where they are. You can't. Eh? No. Mm-mm. I don't know. I don't know. Nigeria will never cease to amaze me. And my only hope is that we continue to fight. We don't give up, because if we give up, now we lose. Oh, let me bring this video. Let's listen to this man talk.
This is Peter Obi using his leverage, or sucker punch if you like, by announcing this early that he is building a structure for the 2027 presidential election. That means he's getting back at the people that are telling him to move to PDP, to deputize Atiku, to do all that. They are all trying to undermine his nationwide support. He has done it before. He was able to garner the allocated 6 million votes. No one has ever done it in Nigeria's history. Besides, he revealed he scored 10 million votes. You will hear all that in the speech he made while addressing Obedience and other Nigerians on an X Space. This is Peter Obi basically saying, hey, I'm still a beautiful bride. I did it in 2023. I will do it again in 2027. By the time he finishes assembling his structure, many parties will be begging him to come and run under their party. Many people right now want to join the moving train. They want to run under any party he belongs to. They want to take advantage, like the people who are in the National Assembly and others that won elections in 2023, that rode on his platform. Because of his good name, they were voted into power. Many people want to repeat the same thing in 2027. So it's nice that he's starting early by building the structure, by making it clear to especially the Labour Party leaders, if you don't put your house in order, after all, I made you what you are. No one knew Labour Party before. It was because I ran under Labour Party that people voted for me. They didn't vote for him because of Labour Party. So it is left for Labour Party to put their house in order. Like Peter Obi always says, he's a due process person. He will never force people to do things that they don't want to do. He will always advise. If they refuse, he cannot force them. Yes, INEC still poses a serious problem to free and fair elections in Nigeria, but that wouldn't stop Nigerians from doing things that are within their power. Amending electoral laws to guarantee free and fair elections are necessary, but Nigerians can only demand for it. Federal lawmakers are responsible for amending the laws. Unfortunately, majority of them are of the APC. Are they going to amend the laws that will guarantee that they will never return to power? So like Peter B said in the speech, there's no other way of doing this. This is for people who always say, I'm tired of everything, politics in Nigeria, that they are giving up. If you give up, that means they have won, because all the frustration and obstacles are engineered to make you give up. Once you give up, they have won. They will say, we achieved our aim. So we have to keep fighting.
Where we are now, it is time to start talking on that structural issue, which we still want to do gradually. Because we now believe that we now have people who believe in this new Nigeria we're preaching, people who are ready to sacrifice for it, people who are ready to wait for it. We have now a reasonable number to start talking about it. So now is the time for a strong socio-political structure across the country, across the 30 states, one that includes not just hardcore obedience, but also over 6 to 10 million. Because I know while they said we got 6 million votes, I know we got up to 10 million. So all those who supported us, all those who voted for us, the millions of Nigerians who are now experiencing the outcome of board governance in the last couple of years, we need to engage them to join this movement. We will begin with a series of consultation in the coming days and weeks for birth of this structure of millions, several millions of Nigerians who are tired of status quo and want a birth of new Nigeria. In building this structure, we're going to be totally inclusive and democratic. The process will be transparent. We will consult with so many stakeholders as possible. We want the structure to be citizen-led, so it will be demand-led, not supply-led. Because people have always said to me, why don't you appoint this one? Why don't you do this? I say, no. We're a family. This family will come out with their own structure that they will all believe in and will all monitor and see that this thing. So in it, we've nominated a number of people. I've looked at a number of people, most of you who are in this space, like Madam Bolanle, Madam Aisha, Tomo, Anelo, Favor, Dam, and others that will join for us to start the consultation that is required. It's not going to be all of us that are doing a sacrificing for it. Getting people like Dr. Tanko, who is running around all over the place, and so many others to join us in trying to build this structure that is required. The people local, the people overseas, and all that. Yesterday I was talking to Mazi and Elomba and everything, telling them this is where we want to go. And this is what we want to do in order to start building the required structure. Because people have always talked about structure. I say, wait. You will see that as we go by. But I'm not deterred because I listened to the National Democratic Institute lecture. I mentioned it to people. It was wonderful that they talked about opposition and people losing the election.
Hey, did you know that SMUD is now paying Sacramento homeowners thousands of dollars upfront to put a backup battery system in their home? That's right. SMUD just launched their brand new My Energy Optimizer partner.
Former Prime Minister of Denmark, I think he's the foreign minister now, he's been Prime Minister 2 times, talked about what happens when you lose the election. What happens to the party? What happens to the people? That is when you really see people in the true sense. That is when you know those who can withstand the sacrifice that is required to be in opposition. And this is the case of where, in a world where nobody's harassing the opposition. In a world where nobody cares about the opposition, so you can imagine what is happening. The NATO secretary, former NATO secretary, who came after him, repeated the same thing of their experience in the UK when they lost the election as Tory party, how everything scattered. And he said it's beginning to happen to them again. He said, but most importantly, if the leader can hold on to what he believes in, with time, some disciples will turn back. Those who left will see reason, because especially when the government in office is not doing the right thing. So I thank all of you who are still here, and urge all of us, let's continue now. The result of this engagement will be formidable structure at national, regional, grassroots level, something that we can call our own as we approach the next cycles of election. The structure will enable us to field and support credible candidates at all levels of government who are committed to new Nigeria. Like Mo said, we're not at this stage talking about party. We're not talking about anything. I continue to tell people my belief that we will have party problems resolved. And whatever comes out, we'll all be together. This structure will enable us to ensure that integrity and competence, because we will design a system that will only allow competent people with capacity and capability to be involved in what we are doing, managing the structure, and being supported in elective posts. So my invitation today is a call for action and cooperation as a team, as I've mandated those who have mentioned and those who will still join. It's a teamwork. It's not something that will close the door. It's a teamwork. We know all those who believe in what we're doing and will continue to engage. We need you to help us to recommend people who are competent, capable, have the capacity and the time, people of integrity, to help us in this structure and help us do the right things. We can't preach one thing and do the other. You've seen where people will say, oh, Peter has not done this, he's not done this, he's not done this. What I tell them is that we can't preach peace and be declaring war. We cannot say we want to obey the law. Somebody today called me and said, oh, you sent out a tweet about somebody who is being harassed. Am I aware that he's putting on fake news? And I said to him, that is why we have law courts. When somebody accused me of fomenting problem, trying to lead a protest, which I didn't know about, I didn't call him names. I sought the rule of law, which I'm going to pursue in earnest. That's the way societies are built. Societies are not built by when people call you name, you go and start fighting them on the street, or kidnap them, or harass them. No, that's not the new Nigeria we're talking. The new Nigeria we're talking is where people can say to Peter, you're wrong, because he's a leader. Where people will talk to him and he will listen. Where people will share their ideas with him, because his job as a leader is to listen. His job is to learn. And then if you don't believe in what the person is saying, try to convince him. And when they have a better idea, please accept it and implement it. And that is why I like listening. After this introduction, the only thing I can do is to sit down, learn, take notes from you, and that's what I intend to do now.
Paying your bills on time raises your credit score, right? Wrong. In fact, this is one of the
What do you think about the End Bad Governance protesters and the ones that have been detained for 60 days and all the rest, and about PDOM and the other journalists? I already know you already spoke about the other journalists today. And lastly, what do you think about the future protests October? What do you think about all the protests, and what do you think can be done? What do you think is the right approach to tackle this particular government in power because of all the bad news we've been hearing from them and how they're not doing the right thing in office? So thank you. Those are my questions.
Well, mine is a very simple thing. I've always said it. Its citizens must always hold their government accountable. And when I talk about citizens, I talk about citizens. It's going to be everybody. It is not left for, say, Peter Obi or anybody to hold government accountable. I'm doing my own as much as I can. And I'm sure that no other opposition is doing what I'm doing in terms of being engaged, moving around and everything. That is why even when people say, oh, maybe he's this or he's this, I laugh because those who are saying it have invited at least 6 and say, I want you to go from where to here to me. More will recall when somebody said something and I said, we are going to Osun State tomorrow and I want you to join me. He said, when are we leaving? I said, we are leaving Lagos 4:35 a.m. He said, no, why don't we stay up to 10? Peter, is it not possible to do this? Before the man wake up, I was already in Oshobo. But when you're doing it, people who stay somewhere, probably eating shrimps and good food, are busy saying, oh, this man is not this. They forgot that I went to Biu in southern Borno. They forgot that I went to Katangu in southern Gombe and on, difficult places to campaign. And I still going all those places today. More will tell you, I left 7 p.m. not seen anywhere on the road to sleep. How many people insisted we sleep with them? And I said, I'm going to Enugu. So when you do all that, all of us need to engage them. It is not about me. It is about all of us collectively. If you look at what government is doing to the big and famous today in Nigeria, if you look at what they are doing to people who speak, just imagine what I'm going through. Just imagine it. So it's easier for people to go on and say, I comment on issues like you see me with. First thing I do when I get any news, like the one I did this morning, I was traveling in America. I didn't know. When I get any news, all I do is to take 24 hours to analyze what happened and what is happening. And I make comments. But I really make comments and I support all peaceful, legal protest, agitation. And when I was campaigning, I said it. I will talk with every protester, agitator, this. All I want you to do is say the reason why you're protesting. Tell us why you're agitating. Don't just say for the sake of it, there's about governance. No. If you see my Twitter, I state the things why I don't just go. That's why I go and do the research, have the facts, have everything, so that when it is verified, people can see, even if it's somebody who made the statement, yes, I can now do so on another person's statement. And usually, those who come close to me will ask me, oh, this is this, this is this, this is this. And most of you who are in this space do that. They'll see that when they tell me, oh, you haven't commented on this, you haven't commented on this. I'm looking into it and I will eventually comment and send them back as I have commented on it. But thank you. I urge you to continue. If there's any place I'm not doing well, please correct me. People are talking about attack and everything. Just imagine what people are getting so you can imagine what I go through. But I assure you of my commitment, and I want you to be similarly committed. There's no alternative to this journey. If we see one, we'll acknowledge. But there's none. And it is important that people understand that we have to continue on this trajectory because there's no alternative to what we're doing. Things are worsening every day. And those of us who are in government, as far as I'm concerned, are not bothered. It's mentioning to people about how the capital budget of our primary health care and capital budget of all our teaching hospitals being below what we used to buy jets, anything. It's nothing anybody can imagine. No other country can that happen. So it is for all of us to hold our hands together within the law and continue to say what is right, continue to criticize what is right, continue to do and stand on the truth. It is not easy. Any of us can be picked up at any time. We will continue in the right direction. I'm sure we will remain and continue to succeed. Thank you May God Almighty bless all of you, bless this noble endeavor, and bless all suffering and all Nigerians who don't know where the next meal will come from. God bless Nigeria.
I don't hear am finish o. Na there me go hang my cap today as well. We cannot give up on Nigeria. We have to keep fighting. We have to keep speaking the truth regardless. Omo, if I tell you, sometimes it gets overwhelming as a fact. Yeah, it does. But take the time you need, rest if you have to. But we have a country to save, man. We have land to save. Now, of course, nobody knows where anybody's going to end up, but at least leave something for your children and those yet unborn to even come and meet. Eh? Don't leave them empty and be holding on to trinkets, shine things, right? With all the shine things that you have from this west, from these people, from these palm colored people. Don't forget the core of who you are is your land and your heritage. If you lose that one, wetin remain? Anyway, now here I go end am today. Um on my rant, my little rant. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you all for joining me. I'll see you guys on my next one. Peter Obi is coming on X again to discuss active citizenship. I'm going to bring it live to you guys. It's going to be 12 noon, my time, but at whatever time you can join me, please make sure you join, and I'll see you on my next one. Have a great Sunday. Bye.